15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville. Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Josh Lambo set to go, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Thomas. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Bass eluding the pressure right. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Bass. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bass. He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now, he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. The bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On second and very short, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won. Touchdown!
Albert from 6 yards away. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Thomas. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Gun on 3rd down. Bass. Got this complete to Racey McMath. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a toss play right to Swift. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bass. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now Lawrence on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in by Cephas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Swift. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Bass. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Off-play action. Bass. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dwayne Smoot. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Bass. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he's got room. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And a good gain here of 9 from the 10.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield,
You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On second down, Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On second down, Swift. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Bass. That's caught by McMath. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Bass. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He's going to keep this again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Back to throw. Bass. That's to his running back. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bass. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. On first down, Bass. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bass looking deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half. To return, here's Agnew.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the...
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Second and 16. Here's a handoff to Swift. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. Back to throw. Bass. Looking long for Thomas. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Swift. Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bass. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Bass. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On the return, here's Agnew. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Handoff running left is Etienne. On it, gets through, and now an opening. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You better be a topper!
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 56, the mic.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
It's caught. Beckham. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Here's a toss coming right. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Swift's got the first down and then some.
And all the way up to the 45-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Lions.
They'll look to throw again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down now, Swift. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down, Bass. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
To throw on second down, Bass.
Open man is McMath.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 13, but it's third down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Back to throw. Bass. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And the Jags will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Carroll. And in for the Lions touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
You got nothing. You got nothing.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 7 yards. And the Jaguars use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen, his second sack of the night.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing left side, it's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Detroit.
Quintez Cephus.
74 yards.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Lions 21.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 35 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will make this a 19-point game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Bass. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on 3rd down. Bass. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point attempt to follow here. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 103 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Let's go, D.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. And still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. A big offensive